Good morning everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to do a bit of introduction. I want us to do Linux introduction and to hack a simple system called Sedna. I just saw it yesterday and I was like, we got to try this. So the first thing first, we are Sky family, as you know, but that's not the time for that. Now I want us to kickstart everything. So I've already started running the Nmap for the system we're going to hack, because I know Nmap shall take a bit of time. But first thing first, there are commands that I want us to look at. The first one is pwd. Pwd displays the current working directory. It's called print working directory. So the P represents print, W working, and D directory. And then we have ls. Ls, its work is just to display. It lists. LISTS. And then we have cd. Cd basically just opens folder and goes back. For example, if I want to go back to desktop, I'll just cd dot enter. If I want to go to Sedna, I'll just cd Sedna and then tab will autocomplete, and then that's it. Then we have a command called touch. Touch primary purpose is just to create a file. So if I want to create a file called today.txt, enter. If I list, I'll actually find that, but it's empty because it doesn't have any data. I can prove it by cat today. It's empty. You see. So next I want us to do something called the rm. Rm's work is to remove, is to delete. So if I want to remove the text file that we've created, I'll just rm today, and then automatically it removes it. Let's list, it's not there. Next, I want us to do nano. Nano is a text file editor. It's a, let me say, just a notepad editor. The best term is notepad editor. So let me create first the file touch, and then I write test.txt. That is awesome. So after creating it, I want us to open that text file on the terminal. So the only way I can do that is nano. There are different ways to do that. So it's nano and then test, but it's empty. Here we can write a lot of things like gibberish and all that. So we can click X to cancel, and then yes to save, and then rename. Okay. So if you want to list whatever we've written, it's just cat. So cat command is to display a text file on the terminal. Instead of going to open it, you can actually display it here. So if I display it, it's jh blah 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 and all that. Then there's another tool called what's this tool? Echo. Now echo is used to write into a file. For instance, we have jhddd or something, so we can do echo my name, and then we write it to test file. But here we are going to write it into switches, because I'll explain, but let's first do that. So enter, and then I cut the test file. It's there. It's written in two ways, but if I did it like this with only one, it's going to overwrite the initial data. For instance, if I list, now you see the only thing there, sorry, so if we can cut test, now you see the only thing left is my name. It has overwritten everything that was there initially. We're good to go. And then there's a command called history. So what history does, it shows all the previous commands used or used or typed. I don't show you my history. So next we have cp. Cp is to basically copy a file. So if I want to copy test file to, let me say, to my home directory, Sky, and then desktop, it will actually copy it there. Now you see, so if I go to cd, let me go back, and then ls, it's there. Now you see, so we go to cd Sedna. Awesome. The other one is called locate. So the locate command is used to locate a file within a word. A file within a word. So if I want to locate a word, let me say name. So locate name in a text, if I'm not wrong. Oh, it's going to locate everything with that name, sorry. So it's clear. So it's purpose is to locate a file with a specific name. So if I want to locate something like locate word list, it's going to present to me all the names with the tag word list. And then we have PS. PS is a process. It displays processes that are running in the current terminal. Okay, but I can specify differently. Yeah? So if I want to run everything, I'll just write PS UX. So X represents all other users, so everyone else. So if I do that, it will present all the processes running in this machine. All the processes, even if I log in into another account, it will still log the process. Then there's another really important tool called grep. So what grep does is so simple and so amazing. I really love using this tool. Excuse me. So what grep does, it's this. It lists a word in words. I don't know if that makes sense. Like it specifies your criteria. It specifies your criteria in a large amount of database. For instance, if I want to run check if VL, so PS aux, it's going to display your programs, right? Then there is a PS aux, and then we do like so this is the syntax for grep VLC. I just want it to display for me only VLC. So when I hit enter, it will display for me VLC, the process, and the ID number for VLC. So if I want to switch off VLC, I'll just kill -9, and then the ID is 17469, and then enter. And the process will automatically be deleted or thrown away or something. It's going to be stopped. So next command that is so vital is called man. Man is just a manual. It gives you manual of tools. So if I want to check the manual of do I have that? No. If I want to check manual for Nmap, it will automatically give me, but the syntax is man and then the tool you want to get the manual. You get? So according to this, so Nmap is an open source tool for network exploitation and security auditing. So the purpose of it is just auditing, and that's all. As you can see here, we have an Nmap scan of the system we are going to hack today. So the Nmap is there. Okay, sorry. sorry. We are using switch SV, which I'm going to explain when we get there. So the other command is called uname. Control C. Just a second. Uname displays the architecture of your machine. If it's a Linux, it's Linux. And then there is uname -a. This one displays even the architect and the version of the OS actually runs. And then finally we have I think we are done with that. Changing mode. Let me try to explain this. It's changing the permission of a file or a process, and changing them. Let me do this. So ls. So we do ls -a. It's not displaying what I'm supposed. Oh, sorry, just a second. ls. Nice. Now we have a directory that is writable, W for writable, X for executable, and R for writable. I hope you get. Now for changing mode, you play around with these three. So there is a W, so writable, write, execute, and read. R is for read. Write, execute, read. I see. So these are directory. So when you do something like change mode 777, 7 means giving permission for everything. That is read, write, execute. You get? And then we have check mode plus X. So what check mode plus X does, it makes a file executable. Okay. So if I create a bash a bash file, for it to be executable, I'm supposed to do check mode plus x, that is changing the mode. Okay, I think we are done with that. If I forgot anything, I'll actually say it as we continue. Now we have a system here. That's our target. I believe the best way to learn things is through practicals. That's my belief. I don't know about you, but that's my belief. So if I want to learn hacking, I want to learn it in the process. I want to learn practically. I want to be able to, whatever I see, I go and do. Not just do, I learn the secrets behind it, the modes behind it. So here we have Nmap. So Nmap, let me draw out. So it's help. Now, so Nmap is a network scanner and a port scanner. So it has a variety of switches. But today I just did something called I just probed 4 open ports to determine the service and the info. There are so many things you can run here, but for me I prefer using okay, let me just talk about the ones that I love using. We have something called switch, small s and capital S, and then another one is minus T4, then another one is A minus P minus I'll explain in just a second. So after that there is, which one else? These are the ones that I use the most. So SS, this one represents the stealth scan, but automatically it runs by default on these new versions of Nmap, so you don't need to write it. So T4 is just the choice of speed, and the speed is between 1 and 5. I prefer running 4 because it's effective. 5 is fast, but it's not that reliable. The info is not that reliable. And then minus A, this one, it tells Nmap to run everything, that we want to run everything. We want everything, all the information. We really want all the information. And then switch P, switch. So this switch actually runs and scans all the 65,535 ports. It scans all the ports and give us good data. I think that's a wrap with Nmap, but I want you to go and just do your own studies. Do your own studies on Nmap, because you can run scripts on Nmap, firewall scripts, honeypots or something. Yeah, you can run all that. So number one, we have a system here. We come to this. So it's a machine from Vulnhub. It's called Sedna. So number one, the port that are running is 22, 53. And remember, I don't think I posted that video, but there are specific ports that I check every single time. They are common to vulnerability. So the first one is FTP. FTP is a file transfer protocol. It's just for login to servers and accessing files. So FTP is one of I think is the first one that I check. Second one that I check is called SMB. SMB is port 139 or port 445. That deals with file shares also, but it's Samba. It's a really common port. I check also for SSH. SSH is 22. So this one does the same as Telnet. Telnet is a way of logging remotely to a machine, but it used plain text. But SSH is an encrypted version of Telnet. And then we have SMTP, which deals with mails. DNS, which is a way of resolving IP address. So DNS port is 53, SMTP is 25, HTTP is 80, and HTTPS is 443. But I know everyone knows that one deals with websites. And then there is Nmap, so the port number is 143. We're good to go. Now, so as we can read, we have SSH is open. We can try and enumerate. We see, so it's SSH 192.168.0.113. Let's wait. Then again, the domain So this one is a domain, port 80 HTTP. So this one shows that it has a website running. So we can do this copy. We can start enumerating the website using a Nikto. Nikto is a tool that does that effectively, and I love it, and I really love it. It even tells vulnerabilities within. It can tell you that the site has cross injection problem, SQL injection. So here we go. So it's HTTP, and then we paste the URL here. Oh, sorry, I didn't write it well. So the syntax -h oh sorry, switch h. As it runs, I want us to go and check the website. Sorry, just received a call. So we go to this website. Oh, nice. Now this is a planet. There's not much information to give. So inspect. We can inspect. So let's try to see if there are any hidden files. So this is the image, I'm guessing. So there are two images, the background and the front one. So it's okay. So there's nothing fishy there. So let's go to our file. So the server running is Apache 2.47. Interesting. So we can actually check if there's an exploit for this. Copy, we can split this. I don't know why this one is not connecting, but let's give it time. Control C. So next we try here. So we're using a tool called SearchPro. It's not a tool, it's a database. It's made by Rapid7. So what it does, it gives you it's a database, it's a collection of vulnerabilities. So if I try to come here as exploit, if I try to run Apache there, not result. So the database is not there. So we come back here. So we have a text file called robot. So we go check it out. So we run this. Oh, sorry. Come on, nice. So we run this. User agent is allow hackers. So we don't have any info there. We go back. We go back to our info. So allowed HTTP. We're going to deal with this later on when we go to websites bug bounty or something. So we have files. A directory was found. Let's check it out. Let's check this out. So this is interesting. We have a demo. Oh, there's a blog. This is nice. We're going to enumerate later on. We go back again. So files we've checked. System. Let's check this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate this page. Duplicate. And then remove that. Paste that. Directory access is forbidden, so that's a good challenge. So let me check for something. Source page, with the source page. If there's anything hidden, no, it's just empty. So we go back. We have a readme file. So let's just I hope there's something. So these originally made for Mosaic for X, blah blah blah. Nothing interesting. Okay, we go to the next one. So we have a license.txt. So mint license copyright. So we have something here that looks interesting. So search exploit. Wow. So this is nice. So we have an exploit for that. So we go back. The reason why I selected it because of the date, the deadline. So it's 2012 to 2015, meaning it's not updated. So that's a red flag for me. So we go and you just Google for the exploit. Exploit, here you go. Exploit. I basically search it like that. No biggie. So we come here, we look for a nice site, Rapid7. Let's go to this. So deadline, the last exploit was created in 2016. So this is nice. So unauthenticated, blah blah blah. So we download this. So I can copy the link. Copy this link location. I can do a widget so that I can copy it in the folder we are using. So it's widget. Widget is a tool just for downloading files. It's done, so we can ls. Oh, it's not there. So let me download it again. No, it's there, because if I try and cut 40, yes, it's the one. So let's open it and see what we have, how our code looks like. So home, desktop, Sedna 443. Sorry for that, my phone is saying hi to me. Let it cool off a bit. So we open with okay, right? So these are exploit, HTML body posts. So this is where we're supposed to place in our link. So we copy this. We copy this. And then we just paste this here. So it's actually good we created this text file here. Oh my, it's write protected. So as I told you, we can check mode 777 test. Let's see. First, nice. And then we save this. First we copy the link. Our link is from here. That's our link. And then we save this. We rename this. Test.html, because we're exploiting an HTML machine. So next I want us to create what is this? Now it's getting crazy. So we clear this. Now we are creating a payload. So it's easy as MSF Venom. It's as simple as, I hope you follow it. And then we select the payload. We are creating a payload. P represents the payload. And then we are creating a PHP payload. PHP Metapreter. Oh, tab is not working. I'm guessing the spelling is okay. I don't know. We'll just check later on. Metapreter reverse TCP. So our L host, our listening host, so we need to check our IP address. Also, if config, I'm guessing is 28. So it's equals sorry, 192.168.0.28. And then the L port, we give it okay, where are you? Nice, found you. So we give it 444. Another 4, let's add another 4, and then minus F row. I think we are done. So let me take this parent, so it's meta preta reverse TCP. Yeah, I think that's okay, and then enter. So we are creating a payload that will actually create so the reverse TCP works like this. Instead of us creating a network to connect to the victim will connect to us. You know, a firewall cannot block its own machine to send out a signal, but we can be blocked to send a signal to it. So what we're doing is just simple as that. At the same time, we can come here, start MSF console for listen. This one is just for listening, so that we can be able to start listening for connections. Nice. So it's done. So we copy from here to here, copy from here to here, copy, and then we create a text file, leaf pad. We create this one here. Awesome. So we save this. So we save it in the same place I kept the other one. So excuse me. Excuse me. So we save it as PHP dot we just give it another name. So let's save it as yes.php. So we place it here, and then we save. Then from there we create this listening. So how we create the listening is actually way simple, because we want to start listening from our machine to the connection that will start from the other end. So we just do like use exploit multi-handler handler. Nice. And then now we set payload. The payload we are setting here is the exact same payload that we selected here. This PHP. Sorry, PHP. Okay, why are you not writing? Sorry. Nice. PHP. No. Okay. PHP metapreter. We check again. Metapreter reverse TCP. I'm guessing it's like that. And then from there we set the L host. L host is 192.168.0.28. Then enter. Set L port. L port, the one that we set was 4444. And then we just run. So what we do on the other end, we just run the script that we actually. So we run this script. Where are you? I think it's you, test. Is it you? Okay. So test, we run in this. And then we take the payload. Oh, sorry, I haven't taken the payload. So we choose our payload, which is yes.php. Open. And then we send. So what it does, it sends the payload to here. Sorry, so where is this? So file. And guess what? Here we go. So when we click here, it's supposed to automatically create a session here. As you can see, we've started a reverse. I hope you're following. So automatically it starts and we are in. So we just wait a bit. It's supposed to have created the session, started reverse TCP handler. It's supposed to be connecting to us. Just a second, let me try again. We see reverse TCP started. So the payload handler is not starting. I don't know why. Okay, let me start this process just a second. So options. So we have set PCP, interpreter, reverse TCP, which is okay. So it's exploit, multi-hand, and then we run. Start reverse handling. So automatically when I click this, where are you? Let me refresh this first so that we can see what's wrong. So ls, because it's supposed to start sending the payload handler. Oh, okay, let me just start creating this. Clear. So we exit this. MSF console. So we have use. Let it finish. So basically this is how you run it. It's as simple as that. It's not even hard. I don't know why my machine is acting up. Oh, finally you're starting. It's a bit slow. I don't know why, but I'm thinking we are done. After this, we are done because the exploit has been sent. Our payload has already been sent here. So let's see how it will behave. So it's use exploit multi handler. That is set, and then we set the payload. Set the payload to PHP. Oh man, I don't know why my machine is acting up like this. Sorry guys, I think I'll fix my machine later on. Nice. So PHP interpreter, and then reverse TCP enter. Then we set the L host 192.168.0.28. I'm sure that's my IP address. And then done. Set L port. L port is 192.16. Sorry, L port is 4444. And then we run. Started reverse. It's supposed to start the payload. Let's give it time. Maybe it's a bit slow, but I'll have to make sure I fix it. So if you can remember, so after creating this, let me go back, just in case one of you didn't understand. So after creating this, the payload, I uploaded it using the exploit that we actually downloaded online. As simple as that. So if it doesn't work, I'll actually write up what you can do next from here, because I don't know, it's not even starting the handler. It's not even starting the exploit handler. Oh sorry, the payload is not starting up the payload. And I'm sure I've done everything correctly, so that if I come here and try to download this, it's supposed to create automatic. It's supposed to actually start listening automatically. Oh, let me try something else. NC minus LVP 444. Just a sec. Oh, let me cancel this first. Let me try if this one will work. So if I try to download this, sorry, it's acting up also. I think the problem is my machine, but I hope you've understood from there. If I fix my machine, we are going to continue from there next time. I don't know why it's acting up like this. Or let me change the browser. We check, we see. So we cut this, we come here, so we download, we click this, so it's not doing anything. So I need to check my machine. I think the problem is my machine, because I've done the system before and I did it the same way, in the same process. So after I fix my machine, we're going to come back and we're going to proceed. So the only thing remaining is just, once the connection is set, we do privilege escalation. So the next will be doing privilege escalation. So the next video I'm going to do, we're going to continue from here as I try to format my machine, and then we're going to start again, because my machine has been troubling me for a while. So the next video, we're going to talk also concerning it. We're going to elevate the privilege, we are going to do blah blah and all the rest. So thank you for watching. Have a blessed day and happy Easter. Thank you so much.